Well, I don't have a perfect sense of like direction and distance, but I get that door to the west either is the straight tunnel that we ignored, or it connects very closely to it,
There we
I'm
go.
guessing.
That's the right button.
Okay, let's check for things and for traps. Right. And
Yeah,
that
how did we
door.
go? We went up. Yes, this should be the door that goes back to where we
It,
first
it,
came from, right?
the one on the left should be going
Yeah.
back where we came from. Probably there may be another room in between. It's hard to like judge distance, but it's quite possibly the exact same door that we saw and ignored.
Okay. So, yes, no, there's no trap on that door.
No, check all things for traps.
For traps.
Oh, you're checking
Oh,
everything.
For
All right. So
Take-
in
we
this
take longer
entire
if we're not
room,
getting attacked
you do
now.
not, you do not
Statue.
spot anything that seems like a trap.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, now how about ways to open the door on the right? The
Wait.
eastern
First
door?
we loot.
Well, I don't know. Is if the door on the right opens normally, then sure. But if the door on the right does not have an obvious mechanism for opening, then this could be a bizarre like puzzle thing. In which case, the items might matter.
All right, that's true.
There are a bunch of items strewn around this dwarf statue, along with money and stuff like that. I mean, it could be the like selecting the Buddha like junk. You know, we don't know.
No.
Those
All right.
items.
Well, what I do then, so with my incredible stealthiness, is I do touch the door on the right first, and I give it the slightest push just to see it's another one of these doors that moves very easily and quietly.
And it does. It starts to slide open quietly. And you let
I go.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it's not locked or anything. Okay.
Nope.
All right. So what items do we have here?
Yeah. I'm gonna do some standing here, guys. I have to stand.
I'm-
Yeah.
Briar, I'm going to ask again about, the signs that we would see on the floor. We had people carry 3 bodies out that apparently originated in this room.
Right.
Do we see those little bits of gore or those footprints, the scraping in the dust? Which door do they come through?
They came through the Actually, it would be. I think this through. Yeah, they would have. Actually, they were. I'm sure. Yeah. No. Actually, there is evidence that the damage to these bodies was actually done in this room.
They were killed here or they were
Yeah.
carved here?
They were. Yeah. There's not a
Probably
lot of blood
both,
here,
'cause
so
they were
there's
carved
probably just
after
the carving,
death, right?
Yeah. The
Just the
carving
carving.
probably took place.
Oh, just not the fighting. Okay, that's different.
And
Because
it's
the-
probably quite well stated is the fact that in and around the possessions on the floor, if you'll notice, I don't know if you guys have zoomed in far enough, but you'll notice on the floor there is
Oh.
a dagger.
Not really that zoomed in. No.
All I am noticing where from the zoom there seems to be like rubble or rocks or pebbles or something actually between the 2 doors.
Oh, that's true. Well, to the north of the room, like leading from that.
Yeah.
Break in
From
the
the
door.
tunnel we were into the door off on the left. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
I
Trail of
can
debris.
zoom in a lot more. No, it still looks just like
Oh, what did
debris
that just
right
do?
between the 2 doors, though. Only there. It's almost like
oh, I see.
you've tracked in things back and forth walking through there, maybe.
Yeah. No, it seems like the rocks thrown in back and forth through here. They just like they hit on this area. And maybe just grab those rocks. Because the rocks that are around this dwarf statue seem to match the rocks
Yeah.
on that wall.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Is there anything cool about this dagger?
Except for the fact that it looks extremely well made. It is a very nice looking dagger. And as one
touch it.
who uses daggers often, you know quality when you see it.
Well, and Eric, he'd be able to judge that.
Actually, yeah, and Eric as well.
It makes them.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's okay.
Not as good
So-
as that one I did in 92, but it's okay. It's good.
I'll pick up the dagger and just give it sort of a couple of tosses, try to judge its weighting and
Okay.
whatnot.
The interesting thing is as you go to pick it up and you hold it in your hand for a second.
You get attacked by a statue of a dwarf.
Yeah, no. Blue. No. What happens is, well, not happens, but what you notice is that it's very well decorated.
Dagger is nice, but it's no rock.
It's got star motifs on it. The grip is of a night blue shaded leather, like it's all, and it's just
Ooh, okay.
really really balanced and handled. It just feels good. Although, except for the fact there is dried blood on it.
Yeah, I'm used to that.
Yeah.
I wipe it off.
There you go.
Night blue shaded leather grip.
As you
This
wipe it
does
off,
seem like a really nice.
do a Max, what's your passive perception? Oh, you know what? Your passive perception is actually good enough. You take your cloth, right, and when you go to wipe it off, you're used to having a, you know, like the sounds of that happening, right? You put the cloth upon this blade, and there.
It's like frictionless. It's like perfectly smooth metal.
No sound whatsoever.
Oh, it's silent.
There's no sound whatsoever.
Woo!
Wow.
This could come in handy for cutting up things for pies.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's it right there.
Okay.
I'm officially calling dibs.
Congratulations on new kitchen knife.
I'm thinking, happy midwinter.
Thanks to Vu stuff.
Okay. So other than that, nothing else has happened. There is also quote unquote treasure in and around this area too. So you can.
Well,
you
what
guys
are we
can loot,
seeing?
Or what do you want to do?
Well-
Let's see. Well, the dagger didn't activate the statue, so why not lootify?
What
Someone
else?
in the chat said something about like what happens if you leave the rock circle. Before we do the rest of the looting, I will take the dagger and leave the rock circle.
Ah.
You taking the dagger out of the rock circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Okay. So what
And he
happens?
grins.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I can
guys
tell in
will-
advance that was a what happens nothing. That one I saw coming.
Darn you and your DM knowledge. He knows how I'm supposed to act. Very good.
Okay, so what loot? What are we getting?
Yeah, quickly appraising this. You're pretty sure you can probably just go ahead and round it off there. There's 100 gold pieces in a pile,
Ooh.
just there at the feet of this dwarf statue. And there's also some small green agates there. Quick appraisal would be worth about 5 gold each.
How many?
There's 6.
Okay, well, you guys can split all that if I'm going to keep this dagger.
Yeah. And there's also 2 polished moonstones worth about 50 gold piece each.
Okay, how much are the agates worth?
5.
5 each. Okay.
Okay.
And 2 moonstones.
I would just like to point out that you probably already know this anyway, but you are sort of like looting the faith area probably of an area.
That's
Yeah.
Very good. All right.
As far as we can tell, it's a faith that that leaves people to rats and stuff. So we're not really necessarily going to respect their faith. Just saying.
Oh, speaking of, is there any blood in this area? Like, is this where people are getting I guess they're not being sacrificed.
He said there was enough
They're
that it
being
looked like they
marked.
brought dead bodies in and did the carving
Here.
here. So we might see like pieces of skin that
Oh,
were
the dagger!
on your
The dagger,
dagger. On
yeah.
your dagger, yes.
I forgot to mention this about the dagger.
dried
The
blood.
dagger.
You did.
On the
You did.
pommel. On the pommel of the
Oh.
dagger, you can read the name, or it's a word actually. It says Rezur.
Rezur.
Razor.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes, I do actually. As I'm reading, I'm like, Razor?
Okay. As you speak
Shit.
the name, the blade gives off a faint, cold glow, and it sheds a dim light about 10 feet around you.
What did you do?
Mm.
They're saying that's the name of your next pie recipe. They're Rezur pie of whatever date that we had the fall in here. This cave in.
Right now, you are giving off a blue aura in about 10 foot radius.
While that's happening, I'm gonna I don't know, just poke at the ground or something.
You poke at the ground?
Yeah, with the dagger.
All right.
Tink,
So,
tink, tink, tink.
no, actually, there's no tink, 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 tink. It's just
Oh,
Okay, say Razor again,
ow.
and the glow goes away.
and hit the ground again.
Still no sound.
This is the best dagger ever.
Ever. Oh my god, look, he's so excited. So you have a light source and something that's not going to make any noise when you're chipping away at a door or something.
When I'm
It's a
totally
dim-
not being an
a
assassin.
dim light source. Yeah.
Although, yeah, chipping at doors and stuff, that's actually really
This is
awesome.
like quiet. You can be
Also-
prying things, no noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna find this out anyway in just a few moments. Also, you can go ahead and add +1 to your attack and hit your damage.
Woohoo!
This was a +1 dagger.
Yeah. Sweet.
Okay, that's really amazing. That's really amazing.
I think we're at the stage where a +1 dagger, that's amazing. Although, to be fair, for people who don't know, magic items are supposed to be somewhat less common in 5th ed. Like,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to get flooded with them where you're like, oh, these guys, another 3 +1 daggers, we'll throw them on the pile and sell them later. It's not,
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
you're still supposed to get magic items, but you're not supposed to be, like, flooded with them. So, right now is very cool.
It's good.
Okay. So, actually, I'm gonna stand back here.
Star motif dagger. The dagger of Razul. Or Razur. Razur? Razur.
Yeah. Something like that.
They got star motif dagger +1. Yeah, Razur. Yeah, or Razur. Yeah,
Mm.
however you want to say it. It's
Make
fine.
your reservoir berry pie.
Raspberry pie. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's the most
I have to
silent pie you
research
ever
what
made.
that word is. Is that the name of like a dwarven deity or something like that? We'll have to look it up.
Sure, we'll Google it.
Yeah. Google is a well-known sage in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
See, and
Madame
right now,
Google.
right now,
Right now. Ooh.
right now,
Ooh.
right now, nothing happens, and I'm just gonna blame the sun.
Damn it, Lasan.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
The magic tracks we were never supposed to find.
Yeah.
6
Yeah.
assassin dudes we took out
Yeah.
would have attacked us
I
right
knew they were
here.
going to ambush us somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much? Yes.
So
That's why
anyway,
it's all quiet
so that
in
part
here.
of the excitement is not here. So anyway, right now in this room, nothing else happens. Oh wait, sorry. There is a
Dwarf golem.
there is a frame on the dwarf golem. Oh no, sorry, the dwarf.
Oh, like a plaque or whatever?
Stone dwarf. Stone dwarf. And
Back up.
it has an inscription there. And it reads, and it's
The
actually in
plaque.
common, which is interesting to note. It reads,
Dead.
Petrified Iron Star, ? Dwarf, found, 1459 DR.
Wait, it's an archaeology thing.
Yeah. In Red Larch, West Quarry, in broken condition.
Okay, sorry, two
Oh,
things.
is it-
What year?
In 1459.
So do we see breaks in the statue now that we're looking for them? Like, has it been reconstructed, put back together?
It has been reconstructed. As you can tell, in and around the
Okay.
areas, it seems like it was sort of... actually, I can even read that for you. It's...
The year after the
It has
sun
been
was born.
reassembled and held together and upright with a stout wooden frame.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it would normally otherwise fall down, it seems. Like, it's sort of
Right.
like...
Ah.
That would have been super noticeable when we were coming in, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
This
I like
is
the
so-
idea of you guys guessing on the wooden... or the golem for wood.
Okay, you said petrified. Does that mean it was a wooden statue that has become like petrified rock, or is this a person?
No. They mean it's a dwarf that became rock.
Yeah. It was a dwarf at one point and is now rock.
Yeah. Yeah, remember when Tao looked into that orb and saw something that looked like maybe a Medusa? I'm sure that has absolutely nothing to do with
Probably
this.
not. No, why would it?
Coincidence.
But anyway.
But anyway, oh my god!
All right.
Oh my god! Okay.
Okay.
very cool.
So what do you guys
Who
want to
was
do
good
now?
that money? Let's move on.
Well, we have 2 doors, and I'm thinking
You want to check the one to see if it leads back, just to make
the
sure.
one behind us. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just in case
Fair
it's
enough.
just there,
It's
Go
better
poke.
than assuming.
and then we don't have to worry about another room and something else coming through or whatever.
Yeah.
While we,
Whatever you
I'd
wanna
like to try to check
So the door on the left, the one that we think
west.
leads back to where we came from.
do. Okay, you guys are going to check that door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're just going to open it up just a bit, just a little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
The room collapses. Oh wait, what?
Oh, there is
That's
another
not-
room.
that's
See,
not
I
another
said there
room.
might be another room. Yeah.
In fact,
Good
1
call
second
looking
there.
for it though.
Because you guys have that orb. Everything's quite easily to see right now. It's very bright, even though it's supposed to be very dark in this area. But what you do see is you see boop, a rather large half-orc at the far side of the room, and he seems to
that
be
large.
kind of like he's like sort of like peeking through the door to the left-hand side, to the west. He's peeking through the door. He's not looking your way currently.
He's
Right.
doing some peering of his own.
Meanwhile, also, just before you get there, you'll notice a small little frame of a boy just on the floor with rocks on top of him.
Oh
A
jeez.
frame, like the
Rocks on-
statue.
Or no, just the actual body, if you will.
Yeah, he
Oh.
yeah.
The body
the-
Okay.
Okay.
He meant
of a
something
boy
different.
on the ground. And
Ah.
he's sort of whimpering to himself.
Oh.
Now, luckily, these doors are all super quiet.
They are.
So what I would like to do is I would like to stealth into the room and eviscerate that orc.
All right,
Half-orc.
give me a stealth roll.
Because it looks like he's guarding.
Yeah. Stealthy. Ooh, stealthy.
God damn it. All right, I'm not going to re-roll this one.
Nope.
So I got an 11.
All right, and yeah, he doesn't seem to notice you.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you
yeah,
say.
Do I have to roll 2 if
there you
I'm well, I guess probably. But
So.
I should have benefits because I'm trying to hang back and let them do their thing.
Oh,
So
you did good. You
No,
did
I have to
good.
roll twice and take the worst one because my armor.
Oh, okay, that's unfortunate.
Now I don't know if I
Alright.
get a bonus because I'm trying to hang back and like not do anything.
Right.
Right, because there's a difference between like when you're moving and stuff. I don't know.
So can I get to here and stab him in the back?
You can. He's not a very perceptive individual.
Okay, well, it's time to test this dagger. If it is cursed, this is when it's going to become revealed.
Yeah, it could become revealed like years later.
The star motif dagger.
Star motif dagger of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
so-
I do have both daggers drawn, and I have the second one sonically focused as well, or my kukri in my offhand. But
Right, okay.
boom,
18
18.
to hit. I believe that's gonna hit him. I think.
Better.
I don't know if I have advantage or
Absolutely,
anything from
yeah.
surprise, but
That definitely hits, and for 7 damage.
mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you
I can-
whip out your knife, you come and you just it goes boop. It's clinks right into his little leathery patches of armor here, and it doesn't make a single sound. It just goes.
That's
boop.
freaking.
The only sound is what? And
And then I'm attacking with the other hand. Other hand weapon. 15.
15 will hit, and 8 damage again.
No, again, I've got to change the stats here because my stuff's all mixed up. It's actually going to be 4 less than that, so 4 damage
So
from the
7
offhand.
and 4, so 11 damage total.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he is absolutely astounded. Like, where did you come from? And he just roll
Cotton Eye
initiative. He's going in for the
Okay.
attack.
So there's nobody else in this room.
I can't take an
We're not,
attack
like-
too.
There's like no other enemies, just the boy.
I guess you guys could all have a surprise round.
I rolled investigation instead of initiative, but
Well,
yeah.
I was stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
I
I could have blown a bunch of sonic
You know
power
what? Yeah, you
points.
could get a
and
shot.
potentially
Lasagna, you could get a
one-shot
shot.
I can get a
but-
shot in.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
and
just
again, I
waiting,
was trying to hang back and not give us away, so I
Yeah.
don't get back in the surprise round. It's fine.
so just waiting for Tao to take her, and I've got the
Yeah.
bow, and as soon as she stabs and backs up, let her loose.
Okay, let fly.
Yeah, and make it good.
Let fly. Ooh,
11 and 12.
man, 12 damage, man. God.
11 to hit though.
11 to hit will hit.
Oh,
Yes.
okay,
Wow.
I believe.
I didn't
Yep.
think so.
No, that definitely hits. And yeah, this guy turns around. Actually, roll initiative now, because now we have initiative rolls. Let's do that.
Now we have initiative.
Yeah, I did eventually roll initiative. I got 15.
Oh, thank
What?
God.
Where's,
I
I
got
have
12.
to select me first, and then roll, and
Where
22.
are you? Oh, you don't get any bonuses, but whatever, it's fine.
I finally got a good one.
You got a good one, so you're gonna go ahead of him. He actually rolled a 20,
Nice.
Woo!
which is probably good to get out of the way.
Yeah, maybe.
All right,
Oh,
so
maybe I
Lasan is
should
going to
have
go
blown my
first.
sonic power to add a whole bunch of bonus
This
damage.
guy has already taken a buttload of damage. If he's
He
that
has.
tough that he's going to try and solo us after that first
18
round, I'd
12
be pretty
more.
surprised.
Wah!
He does not even have a chance. Everybody rolled initiative for no reason. So sorry. He is down for the count.
okay.
He is done.
I feel okay with this.
He did not get a chance to act.
Good rolls. That was awesome.
Right.
The gods are happy with us today. Wah!
Yeah. So anyway, that's done. He
I'm
never
assuming
even had a
Lasan-
chance to say anything about, anything. In fact, he just turned around and was like,
badass.
how did you get in here? You're not supposed to be in here. And then it's just like 2 more arrows and he's down. You guys just totally annihilated this guy. Meanwhile, there is a boy on the floor.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna loot the orc while
I check the
presumably
I
Lasan-
take care of the baby, the boy. Wounds, damages. Talk to him. Do I know him? Is he from town? Give me information.
Right.
Medical and investigation check and doing all my medical things.
Right, no, you
Need
do recognize this kid. This is a local kid. In fact, it is a kid that you don't know his name specifically, but you could probably just ask him. He is conscious.
Okay.
And he does have these rocks. These rocks were not falling on him. These rocks were placed on him to pin him down here. And he is, after the fight here, when it broke out, he starts screaming on the floor. He just like scream because he doesn't know you guys. He doesn't know if you're
course
good,
not.
bad, or anything like that. He just starts screaming on the floor. And
Give him some pie.
sorry, what?
Give him some pie.
Give him some pie.
He won't recognize you as the nice pie lady, though.
Oh
but
yeah.
Right, that's true.
with
Yeah.
luck, he'll recognize me.
But
I hope.
anyway,
Or the kid is a vampire.
You guys can talk to him.
Shark.
You can calm him
Yes.
down. He is not very happy.
Absolutely. No, he's scared to death, and it's all right, sweetie.
No, I'm
It's
just
okay.
like,
We're here to help
hey.
you. We're gonna take you home.
Is rescue.
We're gonna take you home.
Is this-
Yes, you're rescued.
Strangely enough, when you say that, I'm not even gonna have you roll for it. I'm just gonna say he's gonna be like, and just look at you.
Okay.
He sees the great big guy and goes, "Okay."
Okay, I'm just gonna turn around and watch like the door that we just passed through and make sure, like, peeking around it, trying to see if anyone comes into the other room.
Oh, just
Not that there's much like the actual like fight didn't make any noise, but the kid did shout. So
yes.
Yeah.
Get it?
What I mean by screaming, I just mean like terrified whimpers, really, not really screaming.
Yeah, all the things.
okay,
Just
Bonus.
like that sort of thing. That's
Which he may have been doing right along,
Yeah.
off and on anyway. So,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
he's not exactly in the best of moods. But
I keep looking over my shoulder because I'm not used to this orb following me around. It's weird.
The sun, roll a
Like I turn around, it sort of bobs around to be behind me again. I'm like, what?
Investigation, medical, both.
No, not medical.
Yeah,
we're
get out
looking
your
for
medical
something
tricorder.
Sociable. Roll a
Charisma.
just roll your charisma. Your straight charisma.
Straight charisma.
She can roll any kind of charisma she wants. We don't discriminate.
Wow.
20.
So, well, the boy
That's all right.
looks at Eric for a second after Eric told him just like, be quiet, his rescue. And he stops his whimpering at that point. Then he looks at you and the things you're saying to him about, it's okay, sweetie, it's fine, we're here. And he takes to you immediately. And
Aw.
he stops his whole sniffling bit and act and everything like that. And he's ready to be, you can talk to him or you can get him out from under the rocks.
You said there were
He's
there
fine.
were rocks on him.
Okay, I'll help.
Yeah, sort of like
Down?
pinning
I'll
down
help
his
gently
robe.
Okay.
remove the
His
rocks.
clothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take the robes off, or take the rocks off, and if
Yeah.
he needs any healing, I'm gonna bandage him up and that kind of thing. And we have to make a decision now. Again, I'm thinking if we check, there's a door he was peering through. If that's the door out,
That's probably the door out because there was a guy guarding it. But again,
Yeah.
why assume? We assumed that one might have been the door out. So
yeah, we need to check
checking
that.
is good.
Keep looking this way, and look at the little body. I can see it now. Oh,
Yeah.
poor guy.
Poor little guy.
How old is this kid?
You can ask him, how old are you?
How old are you, sweetie? Timmy. It's got to be Timmy.
Yeah. As the rocks come up off of him, he kind of rolls to his side and he like wipes some of the tears from his eyes there. And he's like,
Ah.
I'm 11.
Okay, so he's a good. All right. Because we have to. I mean, we. I don't think we want to go into battle with an 11-year-old child with us. We have to decide what to do with
Yeah,
him.
not especially. His damage characteristics aren't great.
Yeah, no.
Using it as a weapon, yeah.
He's just swinging by the ankles.
Two things for me.
Right.
One, I'm going to loot the orc here. And
Absolutely.
secondly, there looks like we've got chains or something over here
Yes,
on the left.
we do.
Yep.
And what's
They
They
this
look
rock
like they're rigged to some
column?
sort of mechanism.
They are rigged to a mechanism. In fact, they're rigged to 10, that you can tell.
10 mechanisms?
They
Oh.
seem to go into 10 different areas.
What the hell?
Timmy has a white kitten. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not going to pull any of these.
No? Okay. You do a investigation roll.
I was going to say, this orc was looking through this door. I bet you one of these or something has
At least.
triggers another damn trap on the other side. Because this adventure is all about having traps that, like,
Yeah.
are traps.
Yeah.
Okay.
investigation.
Like,
Sweetness.
Yeah, no, you're
Oh,
quite
love it.
sure with that investigation roll. You're quite sure that these chains do something in the opposite room, and the opposite
room
be in the room
To our left?
Yeah, to the
No, the one
to
we
the
haven't
left.
gone into yet.
Yeah.
The one we haven't gone into yet.
Left.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to push open this door slightly.
Okay.
Peek.
Take a peek. Oh, wrong one. There it is.
Oh, yeah, and I loot the orc. Is there anything on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you poor Will said that like 5 times. We're all talking. I'm all
Yeah,
excited.
you're looting the orc. The orc has actually. Let me look at his thing right quick. The half orc, I should say. He's not full orc.
Yeah.
He has
Hello.
a mace and a heavy crossbow, and he is pretty outfitted with several bolts. But that's all you find on him.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, do we bring this boy? What's his name?
Timmy.
Timmy. Do we bring
No, actually,
Timmy
no.
then?
You haven't asked his name, but if you ask his name, he'll tell you really fast that his name is Braylon.
No, it's got to be Timmy. I
Nope,
was
sorry.
going to buy him a white kitty.
Nope. No, his name is Braylon, and he's quite happy about his name,
Braylon.
Braylon. So don't make him upset about his name, Braylon.
So, we should maybe bring
I just
Braylon
call him Timmy.
back
It is
to the
not-
collapsed area.
It is not that far back.
We have to bring him back. We can't just leave him. Yeah. Unfortunately, but we have. Yeah, I think we have to.
Let's do that. I'm just going
Yeah,
to check for
let's-
traps along the way, although I'm willing to bet it's one of those.
Absolutely.
It's just the chain thing.
They're just like person triggered traps. Yeah.
Yeah.
They like manual traps.
This is so strange.
Okay, very good. You notice up above you, Tao, there is indeed
That's our door, anyway.
there's like sort of loose stone up above you, and it seems to come in sections. So like every
the chains.
10 feet or so, there's
Okay.
another section of
Oh.
loose stone.
Okay. But I don't know if I need tripwires or like pressure plates or anything on the
Yeah, no,
ground.
there's nothing there.
Okay. All right. That's good. And then I'll walk the distance just to
Timmy.
make sure. And then, yeah, we can bring Braylon,
Yeah.
Timmy.
I'm just gonna call
JBF,
him-
thank you for that donation.
Oh,
Excellent.
lovely. Thank you so much.
$6.47 coming in. I don't know. I keep like throwing this kid forward. It almost seems like Eric
Yeah, I
or
like it.
Lasan or somebody's throwing the kid.
Oh, Eric's just tossing him ahead.
No, no.
I'm
Fresh
actually going
kid.
to wait over here as you guys go through. I'll like mostly close the door, but keep peeking out
Yeah.
to the east while you guys go to the sand pile
Right.
and
Okay.
shout at
Yeah.
townspeople.
So this is all open to the townspeople, so this is nice. We can
Yeah.
call up to somebody, a guard or whoever's still hanging around, and presumably Timmy's parents have been, looking for him at some point, and they will run and call his parents, and somebody can come and haul him out of here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we had the rope that we put down. I assume they tied it to something, but should still be ropes there to get us out, etc.
The boy seems to be as you're bringing him along, at least this far. He's asking you if his,
Yeah, like,
he's
actually,
asking you
before we-
specifically if his dad told you to come let
Well,
him
I
out.
wanted, before we let him go, I wanted to, while we're waiting, I want to ask him, like, what happened to him, please? How did he get down here?
Yeah.
Sorry, who's his dad?
I'm
I'm assuming he's one of the rat victims, but I'm not saying
I
that.
was being punished. I was supposed to Father told me to deliver this message, and I lost it.
Hey, who's your father? What's the message?
Right.
Who is your
Raylan-
daddy and what does he do?